Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 17th Annual Comedy Jam. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage your first comedian of the evening, Mr. Nate Jackson.
What up? How you guys doing tonight? You good? Everybody had a good day? Y'all got some energy? Good, because we're going to do the intro again. That was not enough noise and love from me. So I'm going to walk off. You just act like, matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hide right here. You act like you can't see me. Is the announcer still in the house?
We are still in the house.
Okay, all right. So let's do this again, but a little bit bigger. How big can you go?
How big do you want it, Nate?
I want it really big.
Then you get it really big.
All right, let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 17th Annual Comedy Jam. Please put your hands together. I don't hear you. Put your hands together. Let me hear you. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Nate Jackson.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. All of that for me? Where did you get all that energy? Upstairs, make some noise. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Downstairs, make more than them. Oh, we're about to start a challenge. I'm excited. I've been out here for like 36 hours. I've been eating at the bistro. I had a tomahawk steak, looked like a little leg. Man, I'm full right now. I'm gonna be letting that stuff go for about a week and a half. Your community is extremely diverse. I didn't expect as many black people as I've seen so far. And I know you think I'm being sarcastic, but I'm being sincere. I've been touring the country, man. I just left Maine. And, yeah, I was there for 3 days. I was like, wow, I didn't even see a bottle of hot sauce for 3 full days, let alone a black person. I was like, this is a lot. They're like, you want some sriracha? I'm like, no, I want some hot sauce. I've been traveling the country. I'm on an 80-city college tour. The Lord has blessed me with that this year, so I've been everywhere, high, low, big, small, city, rural. I've learned a lot. I learned that animals don't sound the way they say they sound. See, I'm from the city, so I've met a lot of animals, point blank, face to face, had a conversation, but this tour has allowed me to do so. I was in Iowa at a school with about 200 students total, and they were like, you want to go hang out after the show? Like, what is there to do? I only saw one stop sign on the way in. I'm like, if you're up for it, bro, we're going to the farm. I was like, all right. There was a bar called The Farm I missed. It's clever that they named it a farm. It makes it sound like you're going to work, you know? They're like, no, it's an actual farm. I said, huh? Yeah, it's a real farm. I was like, what are we going to do? They're like, we're going to tip cows. I was like, yes, we are. Absolutely. Take me to do that. I've seen it in movies. I just want to see. So we get to the farm, and all the cows are wide awake. I'm like, well, what time do they tucker out? I'm just, you know, we're going to do this. Start pushing them. I don't want to get kicked, you know. So I started talking to cows. I met one personally. Never had done that before. Passed them on the freeway, but I never had a conversation. And when I was a kid, I had a toy. You pull the string, lands on cow goes moo. So that was my go-to. I was going to talk cow to the cow, and we were going to have a full conversation. So I walked right up to the cow, looked it in the eyes, and I said, moo. And it looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, moo. Moo? And then the cow went, hurrah! And I was like, oh my God. It scared the hell out of me. I grabbed the farmer. Something's wrong with it, man. It doesn't moo or nothing. It's just making outbursts. He's like, that's how they sound. I said, I thought they moo. Only on kids' toys. I was like, that's what, crazy cow. Now I learned frogs don't ribbit. Yeah, I had a hotel with a little man-made lagoon outside. Beautiful during the day. Loud as hell at night. Turned into like a Baptist choir outside. Just, whoa, whoa, whoa. I called the front desk. I'm like, dude, there is a big-ass cell phone out here on a coffee table or the windowsill, something. But it's on vibrate, and you gotta answer this thing, man. I gotta get some rest, man. I've been talking to cows all night. I'm exhausted. Guy's like, that's not a cell phone, dude. That's frogs. I was like, no, frogs ribbit. He was like, no, those are bullfrogs. They sound like cows. I was like, actually, player, just learned this earlier, but cows don't even sound like cows. So if you could just get these frogs quiet, I'd appreciate it. Then I met a pig, and I got to oinking. I was like, oink, 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 oink. I was right in its face. Oink, oink, oink. And the pig was like, freeze, get your black ass on the ground. I am an officer of the law. I said, what kind of pig are you? He was hella mad, so I tipped him over and I ran off. I like that joke. I know it's gonna work when people laugh at the cow sound. I'm like, oh yeah, we about to mix this up in a second. This is a beautiful establishment. Do they have church here? Is this church? Do you guys praise the Lord here sometimes? It feels blessed. Lots of churches here, big ones. You guys don't mess with your God. Who's clapping? Who's not clapping? Who's going to church tomorrow? Clap. Yeah? Whole room, huh, everybody? Anybody sit that one out? Like, I'm just going to try out hell real quick. Just somebody clap for that. I already got ice cubes, bro. That's cool. I'm trying to find a good church I like. I live in L.A. now, and it's different than where I grew up. I grew up in a little country church. Like, it was so country at my church, we cooked catfish in the basement. And, church should end when it's smoky in the sanctuary. We're like, hey, you got to wrap it up, pastor. And all the women have foil lined in their purse so they can take fish home for later. Nice little country black church, Church lasts forever. I went to a Catholic church about, maybe a month ago. First time going. Realized I've been abused my whole life. We started at 11, and we were done at 11:17. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, did anybody let Jesus know we were here that fast? Lots of participation. Lots of all rise. Hallelujah. You may be seated. All right, that's cool. That's it. No choir or nothing. All rise. Hallelujah. So can we, because okay. All rise. Hallelujah. That was it for me. Black church, hella long. It's a concert. We take it personal. We're like, heaven gonna hear us today. We don't mess around. Jesus be on the cross like, they are loud? How long are they gonna go? We go to church at 10 in the morning to get out of sunset. They let us stretch at 4:30. I had a lady at my church growing up. She was disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Every Sunday she sang. Every Sunday, didn't miss one. She sang. And she wasn't in the choir. Just one of them older ladies that go to church to out-church everybody else. Y'all gonna see this hat. Sister Sarah. She used to get up and sing so hard because she wanted people to know her pain and to see her hat. You ever be in church and your stomach is hurting because you're hungry? You got a little bit of a headache? You're hangry. So you start cussing in your head. You're sitting there like, shit. But out loud, you're like, hallelujah, hallelujah. Sister Sarah wore me down, man. She'd get up and sing. Sometimes she wouldn't even finish a whole song. I figure if you're going to interrupt church, at least finish the tune you started. Sometimes she didn't finish a word. She tried to sing Jesus one time, got into it, didn't even get to the zus. She just stood up. I'm like, what are you singing? There's no O's in Jesus, lady. Wrap it up. What are you singing? Noodle? I'm hungry. Black people sing too long. I'm willing to admit it. We do. We get carried away. We take a regular moment, stretch it. It's got to be a miracle. Can't just happen and just pass us. No. They're going to stop letting us do the national anthem. Ain't got nothing to do with protests. It's got to do with timing. Game's got to start, guys. Players been warming up all morning. Commercials need to play when they're supposed to play. You guys, white people, you sing it. It's beautiful. 3 minutes. The way it was written. Black person sings it, you be like, he must be about to go on tour or something. He's trying to get those pre-sales off, huh? I saw Tyrese singing before a Mayweather fight. He sang so hard, he caught the Holy Spirit in a boxing ring. At the end, he was like, hallelujah. I was like, sir, not tonight. They are about to beat the hell out of each other for millions of dollars. He sang so hard, I didn't even know it was for our country. There's a melody our anthem has. He abandoned that trying to sound good, trying to be memorable. Oh, yeah, 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 oh, 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 say. I was like, what? Sir, if it takes 30 minutes to get to Osage, do you know how long it's going to be for the Rockets glare? Oh, he's got to get out of the ring. This is ridiculous. Men, women, it didn't matter. Longest national anthem in the history of national anthems was done by the Queen of Soul from right up the street here, Detroit. Anybody a Lions fan? You got a big heart. Whew, boy, I mean, if you consistently like them, you're a glutton for punishment, man. Shoot, you guys got players that quit during the game. You know what, coach? That's it. I'm going to the Hall of Fame without you guys. I can't take this anymore. But they went to the playoffs a couple years ago, and they had to figure out who could we put on the 50-yard line to represent Detroit. Out walked the Queen of Soul, Aretha. Not Aretha, Aretha. Listen, young people, older people like Aretha so much they took the A off. It's just Aretha. She walked out from the end zone to the 50-yard line. That took 8 minutes. I said, Mama, this is going to be a long one. I'm going to head to the store. Soon as she got to the 50-yard line, they brought an organ out from the other end zone. That took 5 minutes. I'm like, wait a minute. What genius didn't start the 5-minute organ during the 8-minute walk? Now it's 12 to 13 minutes later. I'm tired. Is the game on today? Is it? Aretha did her thing, man. She sang for 13 minutes and 56 seconds. Exactly. Somebody got a good whistle in right there. On a 3-minute song. Did you do the math? That means there's 10 minutes and 56 seconds of extra, just extra fluff, crap, just extra shit. She sang it the right way, then she sang it her way. Then she sang it her way some more. I'm not talking about the whole song. I'm talking about each line. And the home of the, and the home, and the home. I said, okay, how many houses is she about to put in this song? Because there's only one home of the brave. Why does she have a neighborhood of bravery? Wrap it up, Aretha. My dating life is in shambles. Can we share now that I've crawled on the floor in front of you? I'm on Tinder. Woo. See, I live in LA. It's very expensive, high cost of living. So a lot of people who are like renters or homeowners in LA have a person who lives on their couch. And so my person that lives on my couch, he is on Tinder a lot. And he set my Tinder up. He was like, you got to get it going in here, man. And tell you something. You know how embarrassing it is to hear the person who lives on your couch Tinder booming while yours is silent? His is just, you have a match. You have a match. You have a match. You have a. I'm like, is there a DJ in your Tinder? Why is it so active? What's wrong with mine? He's like, I think I need to go get a couch to sleep on. He goes, you probably need to hit the gym. I was like, that's not it. Women like a funny guy, no matter what size. Look, woo, you know they do. We all gonna end up ugly anyway, so you might as well laugh all the way to it. Everybody gonna be ugly at the end, so might as well have fun with your funny, ugly man. I think it's Tinder's fault that I get no play, though. See, because Tinder's all pictures. And I'm a lot of personality. I don't know if my picture's grabbing attention like I need it to, you know. Big guy like me, I come across the screen, they're like, he probably has sleep apnea. No. Just judging a book by its chubby cover. I need Tinder to have video, like 6 or 7 seconds, you know? Like Vine or Instagram. You get a little time. Tinder would be awesome with video. Could you imagine? I can. My video would be like, wait, don't listen. Why did chicken cross the road? I don't know either, but do you want a sandwich? Are you hungry? They'd be like, I could eat, yes. Now I'm in there. I've been on some interesting dates on Tinder because I have a philosophy. I think Tinder's broken. In real life, men aren't choosy like Tinder lets us be. We aren't just, no, yes, no, no. Women do that. Men are like, yes to everything and whatever. Does she like me back? I like her. That's all I need. So I use Tinder different. I'm just like, yes. I'm Oprah. You get a yes, you get a yes, you get a yes. Sometimes it's hard. I'm like, wow, she has 3 eyeballs. Yes, come on, get in here. I can't afford to be that picky. I met this girl on there, man, one of the worst dates I've ever been on in my life. Her name was Irene. She stuck out for 2 reasons. First reason is Irene is a little older name than my generation. There may be a couple Irenes in here. I saw probably some bingo daubers and some purses in here. But I asked her, I'm like, how did you get the name Irene? And you know, she's like, oh, I'm named after my grandma's principal. I was like, yeah, that's up there. That's like Amelia Earhart age. That's okay. Second reason she stuck out is because she was winking in her profile picture. And I don't know if you guys are on these dating sites, but that is aggressive. Okay? Most women, they're a little more subtle about it. Maybe they're holding a dog on their arm. I like pets. There's a waterfall way in the back. You can see it in the background. They're like, I'm adventurous. She's winking. Like, I would like the D. That's what it meant, right? College students, a wink. I was like, thunder swipe. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. Thunder swipe. I swiped it so hard, 2 other apps open. I was like, oh, I need to close some of these apps out. Irene the Winker. It was all good till she showed up on the date and her eye was shut for real. I was like, oh, wow. You ever see something and you react before you catch yourself? Like, I saw the eye. I was like, oh, you're a pirate. Like, I wish I didn't say that. Like, seriously, like, if I could have that moment back, I wouldn't have said the pirate thing. But it was out of my control. She should have told me. We you know. I'm not mean like that. If we go out on a date, I want her to be comfortable. Set the whole evening up for her. A night like this, that music was playing in the lobby and stuff, I'd have talked to the DJ, man. No Slick Rick, man. No Fetty Wap tonight, man. I need artists with two eyes. No one-eyed rappers this evening. Yeah, because I want her to be comfortable. I don't want, that's me. I wouldn't even check my iPhone because it starts with, we're taking the streets home, that's for sure. I'm not getting on I-75. She can be like, she wants some pancakes. We're going to Denny's. You understand what I'm saying? It's my second favorite joke because it makes everybody say IHOP in their head. And it also lets me know who's dumb. They say other restaurants. They're like, oh, because of Waffle House. Like, wait, what? There's no eyes in Waffle. There's no pancakes there either. You guys got good laughs. I can hear it. You do. You know some people come to comedy shows and don't laugh? They bring their stresses with them, completely negating why we do it. The whole reason of putting something like this together, this massive undertaking, is to bring joy. At the end of the day, we want you happier when you leave than when you came in. Let you forget some stuff that's bothering you. That's the whole point. Some people can't, though. Yeah. That's why I'm here. That's why I flew, drove, got on a boat, was on the Underground Railroad, all that to get here. Yeah, I came in under the tunnels with the natural gas down there. Some people can't laugh. There's just too much. Their life is too hard. You tell them a good joke, they're like, next joke, bro. You're like, dang, that's my good stuff. Next joke. Some people don't laugh because their laugh is ugly. They hold it in because they don't want to let their real laugh out. That around family, Thanksgiving, comfortable laugh. They know their laugh is so ugly, people will judge them. So they sit there almost laughing like, oh. And they drive home like, whoa, Irene. Isn't it ridiculous that the lady with one eye's name was Irene? Like, I feel like the irony is, I feel like is heavy. If something was different about me, I wouldn't be named after it, Like, if I didn't have arms, I wouldn't be like, call me Armstrong. Like, I would switch it up. I'd be on City Hall. Hey, man, change my name to Lego, man. My arm, I got to get some attention elsewhere, man. Different people laugh different. That's how I can tell the age groups in here, because you guys can see me well, but I can barely see y'all. But I can hear you, and I know there's young people and old people in here based on how you laugh. And old isn't how long you've been on earth either. It's how you feel inside. When you're old inside, that's a different laugh. Young people, you laugh, you got syllables. You can count it. They're like, that's 2. That's 3. When you get old, you don't have syllables anymore. You're old. Everything hurts. You get hurt doing stuff that ain't got nothing to do with what you're doing. You're like, my back. Did you get a hurt before the chew on your sneeze? Old people don't have syllables when they laugh. They're in pain. Everything hurts. It's long. You ever hear a real old laugh? Like, bow. They're like, ouch. Ouch. They're in pain. I know this because one time I did a show at an AARP meeting, right? Apparently this is where they hang out, man. So I just started doing my show. And I did that joke in front of an older couple right in the front. They're laughing while I was doing the joke about how they laugh. I was like, ah. The dude was like, oh. This girl was like, yeah. I was like, that is ridiculous. So listen, I'm your host, MC. I'm a national, international headliner, but the way that we got this thing set up is to just be a power-packed jam night full of laughter from the top to the bottom and the rooter to the tutor. So I'm about to get you guys all riled up again and bring the first act out. But can you start making noise right now so that I feel appreciated for what just happened? All right, then. The first comic coming to the stage is hysterical. I want you guys to keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. You may have seen him on Fox Laughs. He's toured the world, Afghanistan. He's entertained for the troops with the USO, not once, not twice, but 5 times. I need you to make some more noise right now. Give it up for the incredible Warren B. Ho!
One more time for Nate Jackson, everybody. Nate Jackson. Nate. All right, stop clapping for Nate. Stop clapping. I tested a joke on him before the show, and he said, "Funny joke, dude." Let's do this. I drove here. I live in Chicago. I drove here. This isn't a joke. I took 75 at one point. You guys familiar with I-75? No joke. What is the speed limit supposed to be? Nobody knows. That explains some shit. Good. You guys drive buck wild on set, both ends of the spectrum. Some of you are doing 12. The rest are doing 120. As a comic, I drive everywhere. This is the only freeway I've ever seen people drive past cops and not give a shit. All you see is this. Here's what I learned on your freeway. If you're mad at somebody, give them the bird. But if you're really mad, shake that mother, right? It means more. It means more. I'm in the car behind like, this old lady is mad. We're here. It's good. We're good. I was born in Boston, so I'm used to big towns, Boston, Chicago. So to me, this is a little town. Little town full of psychics. Everywhere I went today, they're like, "You're not from here, are you? You're not." How did you know? Wow. You guys, you know this is a small town, right? You know this is a small town? Here's the thing. People in small towns always think their town is bigger than it really is. Here's the guideline. If your town has more deer than homeless people, that's a small town. I was in one town so small they had deer working as homeless people. Had little signs, "We'll work for food." They had one deer in a wheelchair. His sign said, "Please don't hit me again." Just Any homeless people here tonight? I don't want to start anything. I'm going to tell you this joke. Sometimes I get in trouble for this joke, but people take it wrong. I want you to understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking about real homeless people. I'm talking about the fake homeless. You know what I'm saying? The fake homeless. You remember back in the day, you could give a guy a couple bucks, feel good about yourself, right? But nowadays, they got these scammers. You give a guy money, now you got to stand there and think, is this guy playing me? Now I got to take time out of my day, follow this guy around. Now I'm hiding in the bushes. Don't get in that car. Get in the box. Get in the box. Good. Now I can go to work, right? I'm just saying, fake homeless people. See? Some of you guys are young. You don't know. Back in the day, that sign was a game changer. We'll work for food. Game changer, okay? It's an American statement. They're saying, don't give me a handout. Give me an opportunity. I will feed myself, right? But then a couple of weeks went by and you realize they had no intention of working for food. Anybody here have a story of a homeless person actually working for food? That sounds suspect right there. She was like, all right. Anybody here ever been to your friend's house? Been like, hey, man, the paint job on your house looks amazing. When did you do all of that? And they're like, I didn't do it. You been to 3rd Street? You know Hobo Greg? He did all of that. He did a good job, man. How much did you pay him? Ham sandwich. That's all he wanted, lightly toasted. Lightly toasted. So, a homeless dude the other day, lazy. I said it, lazy. Even his sign was lazy. How do you have a lazy sign? His sign said, homeless and hungry. That's just a statement. That would be like if I was sitting next to him and my sign said, black and bald. You're not going to pull over and help me, right? Just going to drive by like, that is accurate. Lock the doors, kids. He's black and bald. We're getting groceries. Signs are important in life, right? Signs tell you things. They teach things. Like signs make you a safer driver, right? Signs like stop. You guys have seen stop. Watch for deer, stuff like that. You ever see that sign that says watch for falling rocks? Ever seen that? Huh? Anybody here from Wisconsin? Anyone been to Wisconsin? Okay, Wisconsin, they have a sign and it says watch for low flying planes. I'm all for defensive driving, right? But at some point, shouldn't we hold the pilots responsible? Right? Like, think about it. My car is roughly 5 feet off the ground. If your plane is anywhere near my car, you are a bad pilot. Or I'm drunk on the runway, right? So you've been there. This guy's like, I've been there. He knows me. I'm going to say this because I think this is interesting. Right? You come to colleges, and they used to tell you, do whatever. We're learning. It's college. Talk about whatever. Now they're like, hey, if you could do us a favor, if you could not mention 45. And I was like, you want me to do 45 minutes? They go, no. Don't mention 45. And I'm like, Colt 45? What are you saying? They're like, don't mention the president. 45. Not even saying his name, 45. I had to look it up, 43, 44. Oh, yeah, 45. I didn't know, 45. Which I think is crazy, right? Every president, you should be able to talk about. It's America, every president, right? But here's what I'll do. To not split the room, I think we can all agree that when it came time to vote, we all voted for who we thought was the lesser of two evils at the time. Right? Some of you were wrong. I didn't say which ones were wrong. I didn't say, well, you know which one. I didn't say which one. Talk about all the presidents. I mentioned Barack when he first got elected. I'll be honest with you. When they first elected Barack Obama, I didn't really believe he was president. I didn't believe it. I thought it was Ashton Kutcher punking the Klan. Kept waiting for them to come out together. We got you. He's not even black. He's Mexican. Tell him, orale, vato, orale. You're home like, I knew it. Not on my watch. It's all funny to me. Here's something I like to do. This is me to you. Don't you clap. I like to give my audiences an applause. This is me to you. Thank you for being here. Don't clap. This is me. Appreciate it. People upstairs, thank you. Guy in the corner over there, just girl showing a little cleavage, right? Thank you, right? This dude actually look like. Don't get yourself in trouble, sir. I do that. I like to do that because as comics, we don't always get solid compliments. I always get the sorta compliment. I did a show once. This girl comes up after the show and she goes, "Hey, I thought you were really funny. And I also think you're kinda hot for a black guy." That's not really a compliment. A, you just attacked my entire friggin' race. And B, that's not cool, and I told her that. And she used the standard woman defense. The woman defense. She said, "You know what I meant." You know. And she was hot. I was like, "I know what you meant. I know. It's okay. It's okay. I know what you meant. Thank you. It's okay. And I thought about it, ladies. That's not cool, right? Because guys, we can't use that excuse. We can't get away with that. You can't be in bed with a girl named Christy. Be like, "Oh, you like that, Karen? My name's not Karen. You know what I meant." You know. Are you with me, sir? Are you with me? Don't look at her. Look at me. Look at me. Are you guys together? Are you together? Is that a yes or no? I can't really see. Are you together? Speak up, sir. Speak up. Are you together? Why are you? Yes? No? Yeah. Do you know? Do you understand what I'm doing? Are you dating or married? Oh, you're married. Okay, so you know advanced technique. Cheek split. Acted like they didn't know what I was saying over here. Should probably tell you guys, I also do kids' parties. So it's a thing. Here's something all comedians have in common, right? We all want to be more famous. Whatever level we're at, we want to be more famous. And the only way to do that is if you guys remember our name. Does anybody remember my name? Warren B. Hall. Thank you. There was like 4 people, but it worked. Thank you. Remember my Warren B. Hall. Okay? It's not a cool name. My middle name is Bernard. That wasn't really a joke right there. It's real life. But it sounds good when you say it all together. Warren Bernard Hall III. Right? Stop. I'm the first. I'm sorry. I'm the first. I wanted to sound cool for cheek split. I'm sorry. I tried to impress you. But I asked my mom when I was little, I said, why would you name me that? And she said, well, when you grow up, if you come into money, I want you to have a name that sounds like you deserve money, which is cool, right? But what does that say about my sister, Tanika? No middle name. Her name clearly says, "You want fries with that?" My sister hates that joke, and that's why I do it. She's a horrible little sister. Got me in trouble all the time. Clap if you're the oldest in the family. Oldest in the family? Yeah. You're the oldest. You know what I know? It sucks to be the oldest. Because usually that means you get beat worse than any other kid in the family. Right? Why? Because your parents don't know what they're doing yet. You were roughly the rough draft for your parents. Think of those early beatings. No technique, just raw aggression. In the room messing up, your dad comes in. What'd you say, little? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Honey, write this down. Never hit him that hard again. Don't cry, baby. Don't cry. Just don't cry. We'll make another one. Don't cry. Come on. We'll love that one. I'll take care of this. You just open the garage, baby. Open the garage. You guys laugh. That was my childhood. It was worse. I was raised by just my mom. Single mom, you know I got beat. My mom's hardcore. My mom would beat you with anything literally. Okay? Who here has ever been beat with a toaster oven, right? Just me again. People think I'm kidding. I'm serious. When I was little, one time, my mom beat me with a toaster oven. Okay? I'm still affected by that beating to this day. Before that beating, before that incident, my voice used to sound black. Last time I remember the beating, I was like, please, mama, please, don't beat me, please. Don't beat me. Next time I was looking on the kitchen floor hours later, like, ooh, that's about a beating you admit. That's peculiar. So blame my mom and my sister. The biggest caper we ever pulled as kids, we decided we didn't want to get spanked anymore. So we decided to hide the belt. Okay, you say that because you're an adult. You know that's not a good idea. But when you're 7, that's genius, right? Stop this madness. Stop it. Never once did it enter our minds, hey, let's just be better children. That sounds hard. So we hid the belt. True story. We hid the belt. 3 days went by. Nobody got beat. But that 4th day, it was a massacre. I don't remember what we did to set my mom off, but she said what she always said. She goes, oh, yeah? Well, what if I get the belt? Now, normally when she says that, me and my sister would get scared. We run around. This time, we played it too cool. You ever watch a movie where a guy pulls a gun on a dude, but the dude's not scared because he knows he took the bullets out of the gun? That was me. My mom was like, oh, yeah? Well, what if I get the belt? And I said, you do what you got to do, mama. You do you, boo-boo. You do you. So she goes to look for it. She can't find it. She comes back to me because I'm the oldest, and she goes, come here. Did you hide the belt? And I go right to acting. What? I'm outraged you would accuse me. No. Do you want me to help you look for it? And she goes to my sister. My sister's little. She goes, come here right now. You come here. Come here. Now you tell me that. Don't look at him. Look at me. Did the two of you hide the belt? My sister looks at me, and I give her that look like, solidarity, sis. We're a team. My sister nods at me, looks back at my mom, and sings like a canary. Told my mom everything. Yes, mama. He hid the belt. If you go in his room and you move the Hello Kitty rug, there's a loose floorboard. Stomp twice, it's going to pop up. There's a safe in the floor, mama. 22-16-5. The belt's in there. We got money in there, mama. We got passports. She told my mom we did stuff we didn't do. We killed Kennedy, mama. We killed Kennedy. There's no punchline. I got beat that night for killing a president. I think it's funny. Sometimes after shows, people will come up and they're like, hey, I want to thank you for not doing too much racial stuff. What sounds kind of racial when you say that. Right? I don't have a lot of racial stuff. Everybody has a little racial stuff. But I was lucky growing up. I didn't have a lot of racial things. Like the last time, something racial, I'm not positive. You tell me what you think, arms crossed. I'm at a job interview, and during the interview, they asked me if I know how to work a cotton gin. And it was an accounting job. That doesn't even go together. But I got the job. I'm working that gin. I don't even know if a cotton gin goes. It might be a circle. I don't know. I don't research all these jokes. Don't have a lot of racial jokes. I don't say the N-word. It's not my style. It's not my thing. Not on stage. Not even really in my personal life. Last time I heard the N-word was at a family reunion. Ha, ha, ha. But it's one of those huge reunions, like so big you don't even know everybody at the reunion, right? And I'm watching this couple argue because I love that shit. I love it. If you two argue, I'll sit there with popcorn and watch it. I love to watch people argue. The wife was so mad, she yelled out, called her husband the N-word in front of everybody. And it tripped me out mainly because I've never seen a white woman call an Asian man the N-word. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know. She didn't put the ER on it. I guess we could let it go. Thank you, 7 people who got the ER reference. Issues. Friend of mine, he knows I don't do a lot of racial jokes. He dared me to write a racial joke. Here it is. This is the first year I bought an iPhone. There it is. I'll go a little deeper. Okay, go a little deeper. If you have an iPhone, you already know that Siri is racist. Bam! I'll just tell you the whole thing. I say Siri's racist because Siri doesn't call everybody I want to call. I don't know if you know this. You don't have to press buttons anymore. You can talk to her. If you say, call Peter, she says it. Calling Peter. Call Mary, and she says it. Calling Mary. Well, I was like, call Deshaun. And Siri said, did you mean John? Tried to call my sister. I said, call Tanika. Phone just turned off. Came back on, Googled me a recipe using paprika. That's not. Don't laugh at that. That's not funny. That's why I wrote this joke. My phone will not call my sister. My sister's God-given name is Tanika. That's her name. It won't call her. I found out you can trick your phone. Okay? You put someone's name in, and then you give them a nickname in your phone, right? So my phone, my sister's nickname is my sister. So the first time I do it, I'm feeling all smart. I go, call my sister. And Siri goes, calling Tanika. What the what? Could have said that shit the whole time, Siri. Racist. Now I find myself being racist back towards my phone. I know two wrongs don't make a right, but now I use Siri for everything. I work Siri like a slave. And not the in-house kind. You know what I'm saying, sir. Just straight up field hand. I am rough on... I don't even call her Siri. I call her Django. Do you understand what I'm saying? The D is silent. I honestly think my phone thinks she's a runaway slave. I do, because every time I use GPS, no matter what I type in, she plots a route for the north. First time I'm happy, I'm like, that's weird, because A, we're not going north. And B, I own a car. Why would I take the railroad? That's... Thank you. Because every time I do that joke, someone does not get it. Tonight, it's that guy. Here's something a lot of audiences do not know. As comics, if we're having a bad show, we don't need you to tell us. We know on our own if it's a bad show. A month ago, I had the worst show ever. Horrible. This woman comes up to me after the show. She's real subtle. She goes, true story. She puts her hand out. She goes, I did not find you entertaining at all. And I think she's kidding. I go, what? And she goes, I did not find you funny at all. Have a good night. Now, normally as a comic, I have something to say back to that. But this time, that was hurtful. And I realized what it is. Nobody does that. Nobody shakes your hand and then says something mean. Right? No one here has ever, no one in this room has ever gone to a funeral. Gone right up to the widow. Glad he's gone. Never liked him. Never liked him. Nobody does. Not even women. I think women are way more hardcore than men. I know every woman in this room would love to go to a wedding. Go right up to the bride like, you know you look fat in that dress, right? You know that. And we went to college together. Should you be wearing white, bitch? These girls aren't looking at each other like, oh, he knows Jenny. He knows Jenny. Oh, my goodness. Crazy. I'm over 40 years old. I'm 46 years old. Sometimes you can tell how old somebody is by the way they drive. Okay? People over 40, make noise if you're over 40. Okay? Here's something over 40 people do. We get in a car, we put it in reverse, and then we look behind us. Right? And then we back up because we don't trust the camera. Right? Then you look and you double check. Does the camera see there's a girl in a pink shirt? Okay. This generation, we don't care. I'm getting older. Now how I know I'm getting older? Huge clue. This happened the other day. I did something I have never done before. I farted. For 7 seconds straight. That's never happened before. That's all right. And I have little kids in my house. You can't do that. You can't trick kids with the long one, right? I need the short one. Burn, burn. What was that, buddy? What was that? Oh, burn, burn. I don't know. What's that, buddy? You can't trick kids with a 7-second grandpa. You can't. And I'm like, what was that? That was you, Dad. That was you. It was you. You started at the steps. You made it all the way to your chair. You sat down. The dog ran out. That was you. Getting old? You don't know you're getting old till you have kids. Having kids in the house is what shows you you're getting old. I have an 11-year-old and a 4-year-old in my house, okay? The 11-year-old is the one making me realize I'm getting old, okay? Not to be dirty, not to be gross, but me and the 11-year-old, we pee differently. We pee different. When I pee, it sounds like someone's taken a pitcher of water, right, and poured it sparingly. Into the toilet. He goes in the bathroom. All I hear is I'm in the hallway going, when did she buy an espresso machine? And why is it in the bathroom? Kids make you realize you're getting old. 4-year-old. Love this kid. 4-year-old, okay? People who have kids know that you have to lie to children to keep them safe. You have to lie to them, right? He's little. He doesn't want to take medicine. He doesn't like the taste of it. So we got to trick him, right? What we do is we take applesauce. We mix it with the applesauce, right? But the secret, the first spoonful, has got to be pure applesauce. The problem is now this kid thinks applesauce can cure cancer. Daddy, had her applesauce feel better. I'm worried. What happens when he goes to school? He cuts his finger, like, oh, let's get him a Band-Aid. No, take me to the cafeteria. He breaks his leg. Don't worry, there's an orchard a mile that way. Just roll me around. He's 4. If you guys don't remember, 4 is the watch me, daddy phase. Watch me, daddy. Daddy, watch me, daddy. Daddy, watch me. Watch me, daddy. And I think about it. I kind of remember that when I was a kid, and I feel like my mom didn't watch me as much as I wanted her to watch me. So I try to watch him more. The problem is he's at the tail end of potty training. So he'll go in the bathroom. Daddy, watch me. Watch me, Daddy. I'm like, buddy, I don't want to watch you. Daddy, come on, Daddy, watch me. Fine, buddy, fine. You're going to go 1 or 2. 2, Daddy, 2. I'm going to just stand at the door. He sits on the toilet. I swear he says, no, Daddy. Daddy. Watch my eyes. Watch my eyes, Daddy. And I kid you not, I'm looking at him and he goes, little vein is popping. Poor little guy just passes out. Comes right back. I can't watch. I can't do this. I can't. Freaking me out, buddy. You're freaking me out. Love this kid. But you learn stuff from kids, right? The 11-year-old, when he was 4, I had never had fruit snacks. Just hadn't had them. Clap if you ever had the gooey goodness of fruit snacks. They're amazing. I don't know what they put in fruit snacks, but kids love fruit. He'll do anything for fruit snacks. And last year he did my wife's taxes for 2 bags. You understand what I'm saying? Just crazy. Loves them. Anybody here know what a Danimal is? Danimal? Say, okay, you're my witness. those that don't know Danimal's like this big. It's like a yogurt / smoothie for kids. I'd never had one. He's 4 years old. I'm thinking, you know what? I pay rent. I'm going to try one. So I take it out, I peel it, I'm smelling it, lift it up. It's just about to touch my lips. Here he comes, 4 years old, around the corner. He sees me around the refrigerator. He sees me. Our eyes lock. And he says, this is a quote, he says, "Those are for our lunches! Those are for our lunches!" And I said, "Where did you get that gun?" Kid pistol whipped me for 20 minutes over fruit snacks and Danimals. I say this just so you understand. I say this, the 11-year-old, I call him my Insta-kid, right? Because when I met my wife, she already had a son. Okay, he was 4 years old. Now he's 11. Right? We got married. He became mine instantly. Insta-kid. Okay? I'll tell you this, my wife is Caucasian. That means white. Not sure how good a school this is. He looks confused for a second. Wait a minute. Is that a new form of Catholic? No, it's Caucasian's white. It's white. Her first husband, also black. I tell you that, so now you know exactly what the kids look like, because we only make one basic floor model. Some of you feel bad, but you know exactly what they look like. Cocoa skin, curly hair, right? 4 years old. I used to take him to the store with me when he was little, right? And usually, at least once, twice a day, a girl would go, "Oh my God, he looks just like you. I totally see it. Father, son, I totally see it," right? Honestly, he does not look like me at all, right? They're not going by facial features. They're going by a color chart, right? He's in between here and here. That's not how it works, right? He looks just like his dad, to be honest. Like, it's like so much like his dad that sometimes when I talk to him, I just punch him in the mouth. Just disrespect me. Oh, it's you, buddy. Buddy, I told you don't make that face, buddy. Don't make that face, buddy. But your mom's coming. Get up. Hey, baby. Huh? No, we're just playing lay down. And bleed a little bit. It's a true story. Used to happen all the time, okay? Not making this up. 4 years old, we go to Toys R Us one day. It happened 3 different times. 3 unrelated people like, "Oh my God, he looks just like you. Father and son, having fun with your dad, buddy?" 4 years old, he's starting to get it. We're leaving Toys R Us, and he says to me, Hey, Warren, how come everyone keeps thinking you're my dad? And I said, I don't know, buddy. Probably because we're both black. And he says, "I'm not black." Okay. Well, what are you, buddy? And he goes, "I'm white." And I get it. At that time, he didn't see his dad that often, and he's living with his mom, living her white life. So he's 4. I get it. So I had to tell him. I go, "Yeah, buddy, you are white, but you are also black." Straight face. He says, "When am I black?" And I said, "Every other weekend." And alternating holidays. It's going to be a dark Easter, buddy. But it's going to be a white Christmas, right? What? Best of both worlds, buddy. Best both worlds. I gotta leave. I've been having a lot of fun with you guys. I gotta go. You guys having a good time? You guys good? You guys good? The upper deck. My favorite couple. Chase. Oh, here's what I noticed you guys have. You guys have Waffle House. Okay, here's the thing. Not every place in the country has Waffle House. As a comedian, I go everywhere. Not every place has Waffle House. I love Waffle House. Love it. My favorite place. Love Waffle House. Love it. Anyone here been to a Waffle House? Okay. Has anybody here not been to a Waffle House? A couple of you? Okay. If you've never been to a Waffle House, it's a smaller chain, mom and pa style. The food is amazing, but it is a filthy establishment. Right? If we're being honest, it's a filthy. Sometimes you got to bring your own silverware, right? It's bad. It's bad. But I love it. I have a friend who works as a waitress at IHOP. Okay, so she feels snooty compared to this place. She's always telling me, she's like, Warren, please, don't eat at the Waffle House anymore. I said, why? I love it. And she said, because the woman who serves you your breakfast there is probably the same woman who cleans the toilets there. And I was like, ooh. Then I remembered, that's how it is at my house. I have no problems with this. I've come to want it that way now. I'll leave on this note, get myself in trouble. Any police here? Any po-po? It's like narc silence right there. I recently had an altercation, we'll call it, with the police. Totally my fault. Totally my fault. I admit, I went to the grocery store and I parked my car in the handicap spot. And you're right. It's against. We all know it's against the law. You're not supposed to do it. But I did what a lot of you do. I thought I'll be in and out super fast, like 2 minutes. I knew what I was getting, right? And honestly, I was there like maybe an hour 45. I come out of the store, and there's a cop there. He's already writing me a ticket, and he sees me, and he knows it's my car. He's like, get over here. Get over here. Where I live, that's a $90 ticket. This cop is mad. He's got his gun out. He's like, get over here, I said, now. Busted. He got me. So I did the only thing I could. I walked over. I was like, "In your problem, officer?" My name is Warren B. Hall. Thank you very much.
I like that guy, man. I'm going to try that. I don't know. I'm a little bigger than him. I don't know if that's going to work. I think my best bet is by the time the cop is to the driver's side window, I look like a white woman. You guys got good laughs out here, man. I think we're having a good night. What do you think? Yeah? Good. I'm starting to hear people just letting loose with the laughter. You've unwound a little bit and gotten comfortable. Letting the crazy laughs out. I don't know who it is, but there's a distinctive laugh I keep hearing. Well, there it goes. It's got a little chortle to it. It's like a cough at the beginning. I've been trying to pinpoint it in the dark. It's somewhere in, let's say, row G. Let me see. G. There you go. The people upstairs are like, what? What? Let your laugh out. Hold on just a second. What'd you say, sir? Yes, there is. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Craziest laugh I ever seen in my life. I was performing at an AA meeting in Anaheim, California. I didn't know it was AA. They sent me the address. I showed up. I'm like, who wants some jokes? It was the Christmas meeting, so they had a comic just to say, Merry Christmas. And I get there, and there's a drunk guy leaning on the building by the door. He's like, hey, man. I was like, yeah. Are you the funny man? Are you the one that's going to make us hee-hee-haw? Like, yeah, man, I'm the comic. Tell me a joke right now. So, look, man, I'm about to do a whole show on the other side of that door. If you just wait and come in, you'll get a whole lot of jokes. I'm going to wait. So I go inside and I start doing the show. I'm like 5-6 minutes in, and this guy gets on stage with me. Don't do it, but like right in front of me. He's like, hey, man, when you tell your jokes, you got to slow down a little bit. Sheesh. I'm like, why? Some of us here got problems, man. Golly. I said, well, no one's perfect. What's wrong with you? When I laugh, I get excited. I said, you're supposed to. Yeah, but when I get excited, like really excited, man, sometimes I have seizures. I was like, I'm sorry, sir. What did you just say to me? When I laugh, sometimes I get excited and have seizures. That's what I do. I was like, wow, I gotta see this. I can't. I do this for a living. I gotta take a crack at that, right? Like, I want to call home, Mama. I'm out here killing them. Man, I hit him with a joke. Pow! He was like, but he had a real seizure. I didn't even help him. I feel bad. I made a boomerang. I was like, yeah, you're gonna be shaking. You're gonna be shaking in my phone for a long time. Instagram send. Warren was talking about farts. I got a theory on farts. I was driving through Montana, no music. Big state with no music. Thinking, maybe too hard. Here's what I came up with. I think that all farts are silent. I know you're thinking to yourself, this guy's crazy. But think about it. If you had a booty hole in the middle of your back with no cheeks around it or nothing, every fart would just be like, it'd be like a valve, just. So that sound that we hear is actually the butt meat, like on a microscopic level. It's like little meat, just a round of applause, just clapping, and men, we think that's macho. We're around our woman like, oh, yeah? Ladies, when your man farts, just be like, that's your booty meat clapping, James. I learned that as a kid. I had to be driving through a wide open area for that to come back to my memory. But the reason I knew that's because my sisters, got 2 older sisters, like much older, 12 and 16 years older than me. And they used to just do all kind of stuff around me. And farting was one. But I didn't know it was farts because they told me, women don't fart, we fluff. With a serious face. They told a young, impressionable child, women don't fart, we fluff. I was like, what is fluffing? I found out that what they would do to keep their farts quiet is hold their own butt meat open so that there was no clappage. They would literally hold the cheek out, and the women are laughing because you guys do that. Women do this, fellas. You're sitting on the couch and like, they go to the bathroom. You think it's their peeing. They're not in there peeing, man. They're holding everything open. Ooh, I got to stop messing with that gelato. I found out because one time my sister let go too soon. Yeah, she was like, I said, what? What was that? There's a bottle rocket in here. Okay. That was their thing, to fart as close as they could to me. They were trying to catch my eyes, mouth, something open. They just walk up and walk off. I'd be playing video games like, what in the hell? Something's wrong with my controller, man. I don't. They're back there. Your turn, your turn. My other sister comes by. I'm like, Mama, something died in the ceiling in here. A raccoon or something, a possum. There's an animal in here that's had enough. All farts are silent. Let's do a participation joke, and then we'll go to this intermission. Let everyone use the restroom. I know some of you are, ah! I mean, it's funny, but shit! Woo! I know how it is when you got to tinkle real bad. So here goes an 8-minute joke. All right, it's a little edgy, but come with me. I heard some racist jokes. Well, not racist jokes, but that was the topic, racism. You know, the white Christmas joke. I was like, oh, I got one. What's the most racist movie ever? Rush Hour. Why? Because the leads are black and Asian? You're like, where are all the white people? It's just preposterous. They're cops. They're cops, for crying out loud. I heard another one over here. What'd you say? Okay, I heard another one over here. What'd you say? Anyways, most racist movie ever made, to me, I think, is Transformers. I don't care what you say. Let me explain. I'm an avid Transformers fan. I remember when Bumblebee was a Volkswagen Beetle way before this new movie. Every day I came home from school, I watched Transformers every day like it was a religion. Okay? And when the Transformers came out and they made a live action film, I was a grown man. But the child in me was excited. I couldn't wait. I said, you mean there's going to be real cars and real people? It's not animated anymore? Oh, I'm going. Grown man, face paint. Excited, because they said they were going to have a new black robot, and there was no black ones in the cartoon. So I was like, I wonder how they're going to let me know which one is black. Anyways, let's go. So I'm sitting in the theater. Before I even get in, I'm full face paint, right? I'm like kicking kids out the way. Excuse me. Yeah, because you guys don't appreciate this. You didn't see this in cartoon form. You liked one trailer, and here you are. You don't even know what. Get out of the way. Full face paint. The lady's like, do you have a ticket? I was like, who are you talking to in English? You don't see all this effort? Talk to me like an Autobot. That excited. I get in the theater, right? And there's a part in the middle of the movie where you start seeing who the Transformers are. They're introducing them. And if you remember in Transformers 1, there was like a foggy alley, and there was like a sewer with blue smoke coming out of it. And then you see the grill of a semi-truck peek through the smoke, and you hear the engine just... I'm Optimus Prime. I was like, ah! I was so excited. Then it was time to meet the black robot. Robots are just metal and gears and gas and rubber and stuff. So I was really struggling with how they were going to let me know which one was black. He turned and he was like, Jazz, come here. I was like, Jazz? Why would one be named after Southern music? That's interesting. And then a Pontiac Sunfire, like the most punk-ass 4-cylinder, one-wheel drive. It comes out It's like, and it comes out and it's like, my tabs are expired. I was like, what the? Did he just say his tabs are expired? He's the only one that died. I don't know if you guys remember, but every other Transformer made it to Transformers 2 except for the black robot. He didn't even die a car death. He could have like blew a head gasket or ran out of oil or something. No, he gets snapped over a knee. That's it. And that's how you know he's black, because they kill us early. You don't even... we die fast. They're like, in a whirl, black guy dies. Like, oh, that's going to be a good one. Second one had two Latinos in it. Cars with gold teeth. They slapbox the whole movie. The fight for humankind, world peace, is going on in the background. They're in the front arguing over who left the seat up. Just fighting. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're still making fun of black people. I started wiping off face paint. I've had enough with this franchise. I'm done. And then I realized, oh, they aren't black. They're Latino. This is how I caught on to it. One of them changed into the robot version. Like, it was like, and 12 little robots ran out of him. I was like, oh, that's the Mexicans right there. That's cool. At least they're getting everybody. I can appreciate that. All right, so it's time to pee, poop, smoke, whatever. Come on back. We're going to do a quick intermission, get some more wine, drinks. Could you let myself, Warren B. Hall, and your remaining headliner, Lucas Bohn, know if you have been having a good time so far this evening? Outstanding. We'll be right back. Enjoy intermission. Hi. I'm enjoying myself tonight, man. This has been fun. Yeah. Good people here. So this is the Oilers. Oh, you guys got school spirit, huh? What's the school chant? Was that it? There's no like, oil, do you got oil? We found Oilers. Huh? Let's hear it, Oilers. Let's get oily. Sounds like a Clearasil commercial. Is there a way you say it? You just yell out, let's get oily. I mean, as a community, there's no... I performed at a school called Upper Iowa University. And their mascot is the peacock, which I think is not very threatening as far as animals go, you know? People have threatening names. The Bears, the Fighting Scots, the Dangerouses. The Peacocks. But let me tell you something. Their school chant was one of the strongest I had ever seen. And hysterical. I asked them, what's the school chant? And this little old lady got up. Little old lady. She looked like she might hurt herself. Just shaking. She's like, everybody ready? Cock! And then the whole place went, power! Back and forth. Cock! Power! Cock! Power! I'm like, hey guys, it's important that you keep the P in front of the cock there. This is a double entendre that's gotten quite aggressive, really. There was an Asian girl yelling at cock power! She's on my Instagram. You can look it up. Which, by the way, shameless, selfless plug, is Mr. Nate Jackson. For those of you who can't remember who I am, it's Mr. Nate Jackson. Yeah, and I'm going to follow back, too. So, and I mean it. I know you thought to yourself, no, you're not. but I am. Just be interesting. And fellas, no more than 3 pictures in the top 9 with the shirt off. I can't do that much nipples. All right, so we're back from intermission. Everybody settled in? Because I'm going to bring your last comedian out here. He's extremely funny, and he has already shared the stage with the likes of Dave Chappelle, Jimmy Fallon, and Kevin Hart. He has a dry bar comedy special with over 25 million views. You're in store for a nice little gift right here. But the energy has to be right, so I want y'all to make some noise upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. Everybody, keep on clapping and give it up for Lucas Bohn!
What is going on? Keep it going for Nate Jackson. Let him hear it, Nate Jackson. And Warren B. Hall, let him hear it. Warren B. Hall, let him hear it. How we doing? Oh! Findlay, you guys sound good. How we feeling? We feeling good? I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Lucas, and I am from the South. Where are my Southern people? Southern people, make some noise. See? That's the sound. Just, woo! I love it. I love the South. I love the food. I love the people. I love the hospitality. My only issue with the South, everybody from the South got an accent. A thick, thick accent. I love accents, okay? I was in South Carolina at a fast food restaurant. I decided to order in my best redneck Southern accent. When it came time, I spoke into the machine. I was like, hey, this is Dale. Well, get me a dang old number 3. Make it my way. Lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, cheese. Top it off with a big old Mountain Dew. Yee-haw! I'm not kidding. Person taking my order came back through the machine with 10-4, Dale. This is Cooter. We read you loud and clear, brother. Now, hey, we gonna make it your dang old way, because you're the king here at Burger King. Yep, brother, I'm going to need you to pull around to window number 3, because, man, we going to hook you up. Yeah. Guys, when I pulled my car around, the person taking my order was Chinese. That's a heck of an accent right there. I'll tell you this, I wasn't always a comedian, a full-time comedian telling jokes to rural Ohioans in the middle of a dang snowstorm. I used to have a day job. I used to be an elementary school teacher. Do we have any teachers here? Wow, look at that. You can see it because they're drinking. They're like, woo! It's okay. They're going to cancel school on Monday. I don't care. I'll be sober by Tuesday. What do you teach? What subject? Yell it out. What grade? She can say, I teach 2nd grade. That's awesome. Clap for her. We need 2nd grade teachers. That's good. Someone else clapped. Yeah, you clapped in the back, farther back. What do you teach? Like in the back, there was a whole group. Yell it out. What subject? Sign language. Awesome. Okay, that's... I taught 5th grade. I taught elementary school in Virginia, 5th grade. I graduated 2005. Yeah, 2005 with an undergraduate in elementary education and a master's degree in educational technology, and I got my first job. I walked into the classroom. Hanging on the wall was this, at the time, brand new invention they called a smart board. Clap if you know what a smart board or a Promethean is. If you don't know, it's like a huge iPad. It hangs on the wall. You can write on it with your finger. Standard. Smart board comes with 130,000 educational videos. 130,000! Let me take you back. Adults, do you remember our video experience when we were in elementary school? Yeah. They would roll in that one rickety AV cart with the TV duct taped to the top. And we would all get that warm, fuzzy feeling in our tummies like, oh, we ain't learning nothing today. Yeah, we didn't have 130,000 videos. We had one VHS cassette, and we watched it over and over. I'll prove it. Adults, finish the song. Conjunction, junction. Look at all the college kids like, what the hell is that? What is that? What is that? Is that like a cult or something? I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I want to hear some Bill Nye. That is my jam, okay? It is an amazing piece of technology. The last year I was a 5th grade teacher, we did a Skype experiment with our smartboard with a 5th grade class from China. We did the same experiment to see if the results would be different on opposite sides of the earth. Advanced technology. Let me take you back. Adults, do you remember our advanced technology when we were in elementary school? Yeah. You'd go to your best friend, Jimmy. He'd pull out that paper diamond thing and go, pick a color. Green? G-R-E-E-N. What's it say? You're a dick. Ah! Now listen to me. I don't know what the age restriction is for this show, but if there's some younger people in the audience, parents, do not introduce me to your children after the show. I am not what you would call a role model. I have 3 nephews under the age of 5 who are insane for Sesame Street. I can do the voice of Elmo. I get those nephews to do shit for me like they were my own personal Sesame Street servants. It's awesome. I'm like, hey, do you want to be Elmo's friend? Yeah. Hey, do you want to do something for Elmo? Hey, go get Elmo a beer. Go get him a beer. Yeah, you got Elmo a beer. Elmo loves you. And listen, my nephews are 2, 3, and 4. They are dang near stupid. They think I am Elmo. They will do whatever I say as long as I use the voice. Stupid stuff, okay? I could be like, okay, this is what Elmo wants you to do. Yeah, Elmo wants you to walk up to that hot girl, spank her on the hiney, and say, who's your daddy? And they'll do it. To complete strangers at church. They don't give a dang at all. They're terrible people. I love playing prank phone calls with the Elmo voice. I like to call radio stations because it's live. You can't edit that out. Yep. I don't call any old radio stations. I like to call the hardcore rap Def Jam radio station. Yes, because those DJs answer the phone really, really hard. Okay? They're like, yeah, boy. This is 101.9 WKZQ, dog. This is DJ E-Flow on the phone. Who am I talking to, dog? Who do I got on the phone? And I'm like, this is Elmo. Hey, DJ, can you play that song that goes, yeah, you know what it is, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Look at all the old white people in this section. They're so confused. They're like, what the heck is black and yellow? What is that? Is that like a bumblebee or something? Well, we're allergic to bees. We didn't bring our EpiPens. We got to go. I love that voice. I love that voice. I will rip that voice out of the most inopportune moment ever just to make me laugh, okay? My wife and I will be doing something serious like making love. I'll jump right into the Elmo voice. Yes, I will. Have a little bit of ha-has for Lucas. Yep, give her a little spanky spank on the hiney. This next orgasm is brought to you by the letter O. And the number 13 seconds. Yay! La 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 la. Elmo's World. You're in Elmo's world now, baby, so tickle me. Thank you for getting that, dirty white people. Good job. I loved Elmo. I love it. You know who hates it? Cops, no sense of humor at all. None. None. Are there any cops here tonight by a round of applause? No? Great. Let's talk shit about them. Here we go. All right. I was doing a college show in southern Florida, and I was lost. And there was a cop car with 2 cops sitting in the car, parked in the median, doing nothing. I know. Shocker, right? Yeah. I got out of my car. I walked up to the cop car. I tapped on the window, and I said, can you help me? Can you tell Elmo how to get to Sesame Street? Right? And the one cop looked at the other cop, and he got an attitude. He was like, oh, a character. Isn't that hilarious? Can you do anybody else? And I was like, actually, officer, I can. I can do the voice of the Count. Do you remember the Count, the vampire guy? Yeah, I jumped right into it. I took one look at them, and I just said, Vaughan, little piggy in the cop car. Two little piggies in a cop car. Douchebags. And they will arrest your butt for that in southern Florida. Yes, they will. I grew up watching a lot of cartoons when I was young. I met my first ever hardcore drug users when I was only 6 years old. I am, of course, talking about Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Can we get on board with this, Findlay? Part of becoming an adult is realizing those 2 characters were high all of the time. And you could tell they were high because they were never really scared of the monsters. They were always more concerned with the munchies, okay? Like they'd see a monster, like Zoink Scoops, check it out, there's a vampire. Yeah, maybe he's got some Scooby snacks. And they had the dumbest pothead ideas. Watch that show as an adult. Only a stoner would have these stupid thoughts, okay? Like they'd be in a haunted castle in the middle of the night, pitch black dark, hear a noise. Like Zoink Scoops, did you hear that? Yeah, like maybe someone's baking a cake. What are the odds someone's baking a cake in a haunted castle? In the dark. Only a pothead would think, like, maybe there'll be cake. I told my mom when I was 5, and she got furious. She was like, you know what, son? You know what? Maybe they weren't high. Maybe that is the way the characters were created. I was like, Mom, let's be honest. Shaggy could talk to a dog. Findlay, Ohio, you ever thought you might be high and you look at your dog and say, hey, dog, I could really go for a pizza. If your dog looks back at you and says, yeah, me too, guess what? You're freaking high. Yeah. Get a van, find some friends, solve some mysteries. Tell you a little bit about me. I am married. Bam! Sorry, ladies. Look at them. They're like, we're good. I love my wife. She's a special education first grade teacher. She's an amazing human being. All of her students have a behavior chart taped to their desk, which is amazing because 2 weeks after we got married, a behavior chart was taped to our refrigerator door. Yeah. Now, I'm not allowed to tell you what prize I get if I get 5 stickers in a week, but let me tell you, it is awesome. All right, yeah, like I got pictures, but I can't show you them either. I love my wife. We have a great relationship. We really do. We play stupid, silly jokes on each other to lighten the mood, okay? My wife just turned 40, and she said that she doesn't feel sexy anymore, so I got her the coolest present ever. I got her the book 50 Shades of Grey. And I got her fuzzy handcuffs. Ooh. Yeah, she came home a couple days later all hot and bothered. She was like, listen to me. Me and my girlfriends, we've been discussing that book you got me at lunch. I've been thinking about it all day. This is what I want to do. I want to take you upstairs. I want to take all your clothes off. I want to handcuff you naked to the bed, and I want you to let me do whatever I want. And I was like, yes, ma'am! So we went upstairs. She took all my clothes off. She handcuffed me naked to the bed. Ooh! And then that bitch went in the basement and watched 8 hours of HGTV Fixer Upper. Oh, pissed me off. She was like, it's the best night ever. Every time Joanna says shiplap, my nipples get hard. I tell you what, that chip can fix anything. He's sexy. I love my wife. I love her. She makes me do things that I don't want to do. Is this your beautiful wife right there, sir? Is that your beautiful wife? Yeah. Does she make you do things you don't want to do? Look at him. He's like, I'm here, aren't I? Sir, I can't even make this up. I can't make this up. The first year I dated my wife, she made us take our very own Valentine's Day photos at Sears. Let that sink in. As a grown man, I had to wear a pink shirt with a red tie, sit on a white box, and make a heart with my hand right like this. And when she saw the photos, she lost her mind. She was like, oh my gosh, these are adorable. I'm going to buy every single photo. I'm going to go home. I'm going to scan them. I'm going to put them on Facebook. Everyone is going to know that we're so in love. I was like, please don't put these photos on Facebook. Because I have horrible Facebook friends. Sure enough, she put one photo on. Like 10 seconds later, I got a comment. It just said, queer. I was like, wow, thanks, Mom. What a dick. Some of y'all know her. Awesome. I love my wife. I love her. She is my lioness. She protects me, okay? A couple months ago, I was in Target buying jeans because that's how awesome my career is. And I asked a woman that worked at Target, I said, ma'am, do you have these jeans in a 30-30? And she said, maybe you should try the kids section. And I was like, screw you, lady. And she was like, I don't screw men. They got to buy their pants in the kids section. Which was a good-ass comeback. I wasn't ready for it. It hurt my heart. I started to cry, okay? Like, it was a good one. I wasn't ready. And that's when my wife rescued me. She stepped up and she goes, that's okay. My husband doesn't bang dumb hoes that work at Target. Yeah, and then she dried my tears, gave me a lollipop. I went to the kids section. I punched an 8-year-old, and I got these dang jeans. These are awesome jeans. I love my wife. We got married 10 years ago. 7 years ago, we decided to start a family. I ran into infertility issues, which is just a scientific way of saying that my ding-ding don't work. Like it works. Like it works. Like biblically it functions, okay? It's like a Yugo from the 70s. It'll get you there, but you know, there's a lot of there's going to be some delays on the way is what I'm saying. All right, let me put it this way. Like if my ding ding was a gun, I can shoot it. It's just no bullets come out, all right? Like if a robber tried to break into my hotel tonight, like I couldn't shoot him with it, but I could hit him with it like a club, okay? Like it gets very, very hard, okay? Like he would have to be right next to me. It's not a very big gun, okay? Like it's it doesn't have reach is what I'm saying. Like you probably have a high caliber round, sir, like a shotgun or an M16, okay? I got a Derringer. Do you know what a Derringer is? A Derringer? Yeah, it takes one shot, half an hour and a ham sandwich to reload. It's ridiculous. I had 3 surgeries to fix the problem, only to have the doctor sit us down and say, Mr. and Mrs. Bohn, we've looked at all your results. We feel that as a fertility clinic, this is a lost cause. Stop wasting money. And it was the worst day of my life. And we went home and we grieved. We did, okay? But then we put our big girl and our big boy panties on, and we decided we would have a family one way or another. So we decided to adopt a child. Now, this next joke is not a joke, okay? 5 years ago, my wife and I were cruising together on a cruise ship, and we got a phone call. And we got off the ship in Freeport, Bahamas, or as I like to call it, the Detroit of the Caribbean. And we got on an airplane, and we flew to Kenya, Africa, and we adopted and brought home our very own baby. And folks, we could not be happier. And I am thrilled, because finally my wife gets to be a mommy. And I'm happy for me because finally someone in my family is going to be able to dunk. You hear that? Just cool people, all white Republican section. Did you hear the butts puckering up? Just, he talking about black people? I would like to build a wall around that last joke. Yes, I would. Put a travel ban on that joke. Listen, this child has been nothing but a blessing. Nothing. She has made us whole, okay? Would you believe, though, in 2019, if you adopt a child outside of your culture or skin tone, there are still people who feel the need to ask you stupid questions. My attitude has always been, folks, you ask me a stupid question, I'm going to give you a stupid answer. Okay, the third week, we had Ella in the country. This is not a joke. This is 100% true. We were at a Walmart buying supplies. I'm holding Ella on my hip, okay? And a security guard comes up with his hand on his gun. And he says, and I quote, "Sir, turn around, sir. Slowly, sir. Is that your baby?" And I was like, "Yes, officer, this is my baby." He goes, "When'd you get her?" And I went, "Oh, we got her on Black Friday." He was like, "Well, all right then." We have a nursing home in my small town in Southern Virginia. Old people love babies. 2 Thanksgivings ago, we brought Ella to the nursing home to spread some Thanksgiving joy, and it was awesome. She was running around, blowing kisses, giving high fives. Everybody loved her, except this one old white woman. She was like 197. She was just bitter, angry. Ugh. She goes, "I got a question. How come you didn't get a white baby?" And I was like, "Ma'am, because it was after Labor Day. You can't do nothing white after Labor Day. Them's the rules." She was like, "Well, that makes sense." I was like, "No, bitch, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I want to kick you, but you are in a wheelchair. I can't do it. I'm sorry." When Ella was 2, we took Ella to a playground in my hometown, and this is the conversation we had with a woman who we knew. Okay, she comes up and she goes, "I have a question. How is the baby supposed to know you're the parents?" "Well, because y'all are white and the baby is black. Let's say the baby is playing in a park. You call the baby's name. How is the baby supposed to know who to run to?" Very inappropriate question. So I gave an inappropriate answer. I was like, "Oh, Barbara, there's a video for that." It came out in the 90s, and it's all about Africa. What I do is I walk out into the park, and I say, and then the baby comes running. I pick the baby up and go like this. All the animals in the park bow. My wife says, "Hakuna Matata." And she said, "I had no idea." I say, "You are not getting a Christmas card this year, Barbara. It is not happening." I love this baby. This baby is awesome, okay? And I love being a dad. It's just tough because people only tell you, like, They only tell you the good stuff. They don't tell you the terrifying or the hard things, okay? Like, I'm a night owl. When I'm home in New York City, I go do spots in the city, and I come back, and it's late at night. I can't go right to sleep, okay? No one tells you that when your kid turns 2, she might go through what's called a sleep regression, which means she will wake up randomly in the middle of the night and sometimes sleepwalk, like half asleep, through your apartment. It's terrifying, okay? Because I will be watching a terrifying movie in the living room with all the lights turned off, just the light of the TV. It's dark. I'm into the movie, and all of a sudden, out of my periphery, I just hear, "I want pancakes." I'm like, ah! There's a demon in the apartment, and it wants pancakes. I look over. I can't see nothing. She's black. She blends into the night. It's terrifying. It's scary. I fumble with a light switch. I turn it on. She's standing there rubbing her eyes. She's like, "Daddy, I pee-peed in my pants." I'm like, "Guess what, pumpkin? So did I." All right. Let's go change us. I learned a very valuable lesson as a man, that when your kid becomes mobile, they will follow around the tallest person that they can see in that room. Okay? It's an instinct thing. And I didn't know. I was very sleep deprived for about 6 to 8 months. And one day I went to the bathroom and I forgot to close the bathroom door all of the way. And I am standing there enjoying the peace and quiet, and I am just going pee-pee, and then I get a feeling on the back of my neck like I am not alone. And I look down, and in between my legs, I see a tiny arm stretching up, just reaching for that stream of water, right? Just grabbing for. Now I got to make a dad decision. I got to box my baby out with my backside, okay? I'm like, no, don't touch it. Don't touch it. That's yucky water. No, Ella, that's yucky water. Don't touch it. It's nasty. Help! Help! And they don't tell you your wife won't come help you normally because she's standing in the bathroom doorway filming it on Facebook Live, all right? No. Not helpful at all. We also added another member to our family. We recently adopted a puppy from the shelter. How many people here have a dog or a puppy from the shelter? That's awesome. What kind of breed do you have? Do you know the breed of the dog, ma'am? The breed? You have a Papillon? Is that like a French dog? I don't know. Is it a French dog? Because it sounds French, like, ho, 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 ho. We will call it a Papillon. Okay, that's good. And what do you have? You clap too. What do you have? You know the breed of the dog? You have a black lab. Look at him. He said it. Black lab. That's an American dog right there. Dang Papillon. No, I like it. That's awesome. My dog is a mutt. My dog is unique because she only has 3 legs. She got hit by a car when she was very, very young, and then they rescued her, and they had to amputate her front left leg, and then we got her from the shelter. Now, I saw the looks on some of y'all's faces. Some of y'all were like, oh. Don't. My puppy doesn't know she's handicapped. She can do everything all the neighborhood dogs can do. In fact, a couple weeks ago, she caught and killed a rabbit. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. And my wife lost her mind. She was like, you're not going to believe what happened. Our puppy has killed a rabbit. There are pieces of rabbit all over the backyard. There is blood covering the patio furniture. I took the rabbit's head and I threw it over the fence, and she went and got it and brought it back. I feel so bad for that rabbit. I said, time out. Don't feel bad for that rabbit. That rabbit stinks at being a rabbit. How do you get caught by a 3-legged dog? All right, first of all. All right, time out, Findlay. Listen to my rationale. First of all, rabbits eat carrots. Carrots make your eyesight better. Okay, what? That rabbit couldn't see my dog only had 3 legs? Hello? Rabbit, you can't be lazy. You got to zigzag and jock and weave, okay? Because if my puppy is chasing you and she tries to turn, she has no traction on the left side. She tips over, you live another day, rabbit. That's an accurate visual. This dog has been great with our daughter, Ella, and we were worried about bringing an animal into our family, a young animal, but she's been great. The only challenging thing about this puppy is that she's a puppy. She gets very excited, and she plays too rough. Okay, in Virginia, our next door neighbors had 12 ducks. Thanks for getting that. My puppy accidentally got into the cage and murdered all 12 ducks, okay? Listen, they were playing the game of life, and my puppy won, okay? And the owner of these ducks was distraught. He called me on a cruise ship, which is not easy or cheap to do. And he was like, do you know what your dog did to my ducks? And I was like, time out. Do you have Aflac insurance? Our other next door neighbor has a fully grown Rottweiler. My puppy and the Rottweiler get into a fight. My puppy wins the fight. Now, yeah, I think the owner of the Rottweiler was embarrassed. He called the cops on my three-legged dog. Like, I am not proud of this, ladies and gentlemen, but when the officer came to my house for a statement, I lied for my handicapped puppy. He was like, sir, what happened? And I said, officer, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. But let me tell you what I do know. When my puppy left my yard this morning, she had 4 legs. Whatever went down was in self-defense. That other dog looked hungry. Y'all are a fun crowd. I like you guys a lot. I like fun people. I like people that want to laugh and have a good time. I don't like people that want to heckle and fight and get in my face because I don't know if you can tell from where you're sitting, but this body right here, not made for fighting at all. No, I'm way too skinny. Can we agree by a round of applause? Skinny people are useless in a fight. Useless in a fight. In fact, the only thing skinny people can do in a fight is tell the cops what happened after the fight is over. I was so self-conscious about being skinny, I joined a gym to bulk up, and it's not working. The gym I joined first, all of the machines were pneumatic, which means they use pressure rather than weights. That's terrible for a skinny guy like me because now I can't even bench press air. I then joined Gold's Gym for 2 days. Clap if you know what the Gold's Gym is. Clap if you know what the Gold's Gym. Hardcore lifters work out at the Gold's Gym, bodybuilding behemoths, okay? And certain men, ladies, I'm going to give you a tip. Certain men that work out at the Gold's Gym are proud of their bodies. They will walk around in the men's locker room butt naked to show off in front of the other dudes. And that is unacceptable because they all look better than me. I was getting changed my second day at the Gold's Gym. This guy came up to me, ripped, chiseled, no clothes. He goes, bruh, check it out. I can crack a walnut with these glutes. And then he went right like this, Findlay. I'm going to try to do it. He was right like this. He went, psh, 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 psh. Right, good seats, right, ladies? Good seats, yeah. Look at all the white girls. They're like, we haven't even eaten yet. And the black chicks are like, Hercules, Hercules. That's my baby. I wasn't impressed. I was like, so you can crack a walnut with your glutes. Big deal, because who would want to eat the nut after? What's that nut taste like? Tastes like booty. That's nasty. I will have my nuts gluten-free. Good job. That's a thinky joke. That is not a joke they get in Michigan at all. They're like, what kind of nut is that? Is that like a macadamia nut right there? I'm going to tell you this too, skinny people, we ever get in a fight, we don't fight fair. I don't fight for fun, folks. I fight to live, dang it. That's what I do. I will cheat to win. I have been in one fight in my entire life, and I won it hands down. Accidentally got into a bar brawl. And I told the guy, I don't like your attitude. I will see you in the parking lot 5 minutes. We will handle this like men. And he showed up. So I hit him with my car. Which to me was fair because I was like, duh, meet me in the parking lot. That's where you keep cars. I got drafted. I say drafted into a bar fight because I did not want to participate. But a big, strong guy like you, sir, he picked me up off of my bar stool and he threw me. like a weapon into the opposing team. And my chest hit someone in the head, and he fell and tried to sue the bar. So I had to go to court. Listen to me, Ohio. This was the most embarrassing day of my life. Because when I got to the courtroom, the judge wouldn't even call me by my real name. He kept referring to me as Exhibit A. He wouldn't let me sit with the other people. I had to sit in the dang evidence section. He said, how do you plead? I said, like a little girl. He said, what I don't understand is how come you just didn't fight back. I said, Your Honor, my car was in the shop. And because of the ruling on that court case, this 119-pound body right here now considered a deadly weapon. I'm going to start showing up in the game of Clue. They're going to be like, it was Colonel Mustard in the library with the skinny blonde kid. Threw him right at him, he did what. And I love that joke, because look at all the young, pretty college girls. They have no clue why that's funny. They're like, what the heck is Clue? What is that? Is that like a Facebook app or something? I don't even know, Tiffany. I don't know. Someone tell me I'm pretty. Tell me I'm pretty. You're pretty. And I told you earlier, I'm from a small town. I love my small town. I grew up in a very small town, 1,900 people, Southern Virginia. My best friend, Jason, I met him on the first day of kindergarten. Jason and I couldn't be more opposite on many, many things, but we've been best friends our entire life. Jason still lives in Matthews. I went home last Thanksgiving. We met at the local pub, and we had a beer together, and we got on the subject. And Jason told me that in 2018, he had purchased 5 AR assault rifles. And I was like, Jason, why do you need so many guns? And he was like, hey, what happens if a guy comes to your house and he's got a gun and he tries to take something from your house and you ain't got a gun? And I was like, Jason, you live in a trailer. What happens if that guy has a truck? He could just like take your entire house, okay? You don't need to worry about the guy with an AR-15. You need to worry about the guy with like a Hemi and 4-wheel drive, okay? Like that guy will steal everything, okay? He's one of these guys, he's always like, we need to build the wall. I'm like, Jason, you need to build some credit, okay? I have seen the way you live. It is terrible. Jason is very concerned with illegal immigration. Now, listen to me, folks. This is not a political bit at all. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what your stance is. But this is just some honest opinions that I have. Jason is very concerned with illegal immigrants. He thinks Mexican people are going to take all our jobs. I'm like, let me get this straight. You mean to tell me that an illegal Mexican is going to cross the desert into the United States, okay? They're going to be tired, hungry, dehydrated, no money. They're going to somehow get from one end of the U.S. to the opposite end, Matthews, Virginia. They're going to show up to the factory on the first day. They're going to do your job so well, the foreman is going to fire you and hire him. I'm going to be honest with you, Jason. I don't think this is an immigration issue. I think you might suck at your job. Now, here's the thing. Again, some of y'all I can see, all white Republicans. Listen, I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what you... But here's what I honestly think, though. I think as a country, we need some immigrants, okay? We need some. Here's why. I'm not rich. I'm not famous, but I got a little bit of money. And there's certain jobs that I don't want to do. And I will gladly pay an immigrant to do it. Case in point, 2 summers ago, I had to paint the exterior of my townhome. I don't know if you've ever done this. It's terrible. I thought I was good at painting. I took 7th grade art class. I got a gold star. Do you know how difficult it is to paint the trim of a window and not get paint on the glass? It's damn near impossible, okay? I had the wrong ladder. I had the wrong paint. I had the wrong paintbrush. I gave up. I did what any red-blooded American man would do. I went to the Home Depot parking lot, and I found Juan, Felipe, and Alejandro. And for $600 and a warm 6-pack of Corona, they painted the crap out of my townhouse, okay? And I came out, and I saw the finished product, and I went, God bless America. Now listen, they did such a good job, I hired them to do other jobs around the house that I don't want to do. In fact, this past December, every Sunday, Juan, Felipe, and Alejandro would come to my house. They would wear sweatpants and fuzzy socks. They would sit on the couch with my wife and watch Hallmark Christmas holiday movies with her, because that's a job I don't want to do. That's right. Felipe got all uppity. He was like, Mr. Bohn, we don't want to do this job no more. I said, Felipe, you sit there and you drink that box wine and you talk about with my wife how far John Stamos' movie career has fallen. You talk about that. So, yeah. Y'all are fun. I like you guys. Mm-hmm. I will tell you this, too. Going back to my daughter. Amazing human being. The number one question we always get asked, though, is do you feel like she's your child? Okay, like genetically, listen to me, folks. She is nothing of me, but it's the nature versus nurture argument. Okay, we have our environment. She is our child. Okay, and here's the thing: there's no real good way to say this. My daughter Ella is stunningly gorgeous. Okay, she's a beautiful child. Okay, and I feel bad because we have friends and they have ugly babies. Okay, I know what I'm sorry, it's just true, okay? And they try to bring my daughter's beauty down onto their regular level, and they will joke around with me at cookouts. They'll be like, you know what? Maybe when Ella and Patrick get older, they'll date. I'm like, hell they will. No, No, I am raising a princess. You need to tell your Quasimodo to get away from her. That is ridiculous. He got the hump and the lazy eye, too. He should be ringing a bell somewhere in France with a dang papillon. Professional. And here's the thing. Listen, and I love this bit because it makes people uncomfortable because it's honest, okay? I love this bit because guys chuckle and women go, nope. Babies are precious gifts from heaven above. Yes, they are. But some babies look like they fell from heaven and hit everything on the way down. All right, wait, time out. Let's be honest. I feel like I'm losing some of y'all, okay? Like, the balcony, I don't think all of y'all are with me. Let's be honest for a second. It's dark. No one is going to see you laugh. Be honest when I say this, all right? Findlay, Ohio, be honest. Look, all right. You ever see a picture of a baby so ugly it makes you make a noise you weren't planning on making? They're like, here's the picture of Tyler. Oh, damn, Jesus. No. I wasn't ready. I want to go back. I want to do it again. I want to take two. Take two. Oh, look, I got a bad heart, okay? You can't creep up on me with a demon baby like that. You got to text me or something. You just can't show up. Oh, God, hold on. Okay. It's in the back of my throat right here. Turn them around. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's why I have black friends. Gets quiet. I don't care. I've done the research. I know I'm right. That's why I have black friends, because black people are honest. They will tell you to your face if you got an ugly baby. But black people have tact. They won't just say, you got an ugly baby. They'll say something like, dude, that baby needs church. And then they start humming. I love this bit because look at all the old white people. They're looking at it, their periphery like, you see any black people laughing at that joke? You see any black people laughing at it? We voted for Obama one time. Are we allowed to laugh at that joke? Are we allowed to? Y'all are fun. I'll leave you guys with this. Did you have a good time? Yes? All right. Yeah. All right, listen up. I'm going to do one more bit. Let me give shouts out, though. Once again, clap for Warren B. Hall and Nate Jackson. I want to give a shout out to the advisor, Sharinda. Sharinda put all this together. awesome person. I want to thank the Student Activities Board. If you're part of the Student Activities Board, clap. Let them hear. Let them hear it. All up front. They work so hard. There are apparently 2 police officers here that came to make sure y'all didn't get rowdy. Let's have a round of applause for them, you know. And basically what I'm saying is they know that all of y'all been drinking, so we all got to leave at the same time. They can't get everybody. All right, yeah. Hey, come back. Come on. Come back. Hey, come on. Oh. We'll get them next time. So thanks for having us. Find me on Facebook. It's at Comic Lucas Bohn. I have like 23,000 followers. That's not a ton, but it's more than most of you guys. Follow me, and I got some exciting things happening. And follow Warren and Nate too, Instagram, Facebook. It's very, very important. And say something nice. If you didn't like us, don't take that picture yet. I see you right there. We're going to take photos with you outside, and we're going to sign stuff. I wanted to let you know also, after the show, I have some DVDs for sale, okay? They're for actual money, not high fives or hugs or kittens or whatever y'all do. No, this is for cash, and because we just adopted our 2nd child, and they're not cheap. Yes. So, the DVDs are $20, and it's an adult show. People are always like, how adult is the adult show? Let me put it this way. If you are part of a church and you no longer want to be a part of that church, you buy this DVD, you give it to the pastor or priest, it will handle itself, okay? Look, some of y'all over here are like, we should pray for him. Don't pray for me. Don't waste your time. I'm Catholic. I know I'm going to heaven. Shoot, we invented it, all right? So... Oh, you didn't know? I'm sorry. Yeah. Are there any other Catholics here? By a round of applause. Catholic people? Yeah, right? Let's look at all the other religions and judge them. Oh, you're Baptist. That's adorable. Enjoy your cookout in hell. All right. So see me outside, and I also have, and this is for mainly the college kids, but it's really for anybody, I have a digital download card. What that is basically it's a card, and you can type in a code. You go to a website, you type in a code, and it digitally downloads an entire comedy album onto your iTunes or Amazon Music or Spotify. It can either go on your phone or your iPad or your computer. It's whatever, and that is give what you want. So if you want to give me $1, you can give me $1. If you want to give me $2, you can give me $2. If you want to give me $50, I will probably kiss you on the mouth. But no tongue, I have standards. But it's give what you want, and I do that for the college kids because if you want to take something home, I know you're in college and it's cold and y'all need to save money for heat and stuff. And so if you want to take something home, just come and give what you want, $1, whatever. And you can have a download card and you can download it. And great, I have some DVDs. There we go. I'll leave you guys with this. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for having me. I've had a great time. I know Warren and Nate have had a great time too. If you want to get involved in the Student Activities Board, see Sharinda. There's all kinds of leadership opportunities, and you get to plan and you get to work with cool people like Warren and Nate and sometimes weird people like me. So it's a lot of fun, and they're always looking for new people to bring on board and train, and it looks great on resumes when you go out to get a real job. With that said and done, you guys have been awesome, and I will leave you with this. I'm a very energetic comedian. I talk a lot from my heart, and all of the stuff up here is true, and I speak honestly. And we live in a very PC time, okay? And I'm not so naive to think that sometimes I tell a joke, and certain people will go, ha, 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 that was funny. But the same joke, a different group of people might go, that was offensive. Listen, Findlay, Ohio, if I said anything here tonight that offended anybody in any way, shape, or form by my language, my jokes, or my movements on this stage, that was not my intent. Please don't make a big deal out of it. But, if you do want to make a big deal out of it, I will meet you in the parking lot after the show. Guys, my name is Lucas Bohn. You guys have been great. Thanks for coming out and laughing. We appreciate you having us. Have a safe trip home. Good night.